Hey there, gang. I'm here to talk about an approach that I call maximum teleconferencing dignity. That's the approach we're going to use if you teleconference for my class. Basically, what it means is no one is going to make you do anything you can't do. No one's going to make you show your background. No one's going to make you show your video. No one's going to say, this is what you have to do to prove that you're there. It's a hard life. It's a global health emergency. So that's the ground rule right there. That's number one. But if we have that in mind, a second thing we might think about is, are there some steps we can take that are going to help other people in the teleconference? That is, things that we can do that will make sure that we can be understood and that we can be heard and that we can be seen if our video's on. I'm not talking about expensive stuff. I am coming to you now from a weird cave that I built in my spare bedroom in order to record lectures. My message to you is, you don't have to build this cave. You can use the equipment you already have, or if you did want to get something, buy something really cheap and it'll make things a lot better for everyone. Maximum pandemic dignity means that you deserve to take care of yourself. So don't just sit there and say, I'm going to teleconference on whatever I have around, and I'm not going to think that much about it. If you were going to spend a lot of time reading, I would want you to get a comfortable chair and a good light. If you were going to take up swimming, I think you'd buy goggles. So it might be worth putting a little bit of thought into your setup to take care of yourself, as well as maybe to help others. Rule number one is, what are the things that we can do to avoid strange sounds like echoes or feedback? These are your big saviors. In-ear headphones press on your ears and they can hurt after a while. What do people wear if they have to listen to audio all day? Well, they tend to wear these big puffy headsets. I'm thinking about audio engineers and gamers.
Okay, I'm in a room just under the roof of my house that doesn't have much furniture in it, that we don't use very much. And the acoustics are terrible. It sounds echoey and weird. I also have the air conditioning running, and I have two dogs in here that are eating some sort of a chew. So everything's against me. But notice that if I switch from the laptop mic to a cheap gamer microphone, I think the sound will get a lot better. Okay, how's that? This is the cheap gamer microphone. I think that's quite a bit better. Now I'm going to try an expensive gamer microphone. This is the expensive gamer microphone. So I think it sounds better, but I don't know. I think the big lesson is, don't use your laptop mic.
Rule number two is, what are the things that we can do to avoid strange visual effects like looking up your nose, not making eye contact, or shaking?
Okay, let's look at the performance of different cameras. I've got 4 cameras running at the same time. Now, if you look at this, check out how I look, check out my color, how my movements look. The big takeaway, I think, is not to buy an expensive camera. I don't know if you could tell, this is the expensive camera right here. You've also got a webcam that's up here, an old phone from a few years ago that's right here, and then my laptop camera. I mean, I think my big takeaway is, I don't like looking up my own nose, and I don't think that you should use your laptop camera. Anything other than a laptop camera looks great and much better than a laptop camera. I don't think the resolution matters. I mean, this is a really expensive camera over here, but Zoom is going to take all that great resolution and get rid of it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it might look nice, but when you look at it through a teleconference, that's all going to go away. My takeaway, anything but a laptop camera.
Rule number three is kind of important. It's that if you can share video, that would be great, because I think eye contact is really important during the pandemic. I put a lot of thought into where I put my camera so that I can make as much eye contact as possible, even though actually I'm talking into a box. I'm talking into a box right now.
Hey, so this is a really bad shot, and I hope you can see that it is. It's mostly showing the ceiling, and it's really dark, and I'm using the laptop camera, and I'm using the laptop microphone. One side effect I wanted to point out is that if you use the laptop mic, when you type, it sometimes sounds like this. Worse, sometimes you have a laptop that has a weak hinge, many of them do, and when you type, it shakes your entire image so that it looks a little bit like an alert signal. Hey, here's a shot of what this actually looks like. It's really not that hard to fix. You see, I've got a big pile of books right here. I'm just going to pick up the laptop, pull the pile of books over. Board games also work. That's going to really improve the shot. I also have this keyboard that came with a desktop computer I no longer use. A lot of people have extra USB keyboards around. You can borrow one. The nice thing about that is if you type on this keyboard, it's just much less likely to shake the camera on your laptop, and it's less likely to make a lot of noise. With the room lights on and the pile of books, I think you'll agree that this is a little better. The sound is still pretty bad, though.
Okay, to sum up, do the best you can. Headphones with a mic if possible. You can get them for $20. It's worth it. Webcam if you can. You can get them for $20. It's worth it. Last thing, if you were thinking of buying something like inexpensive gaming headphones for $20 and that amount of money is really a burden, you should reach out to me if you're in my class and we'll see what we can do. Because I really think it makes the audio experience better for other people and it makes it easier to understand what you're saying, and that's what we want.